into how we make movie magic. You already know the word movie is a nickname for motion pictures. In the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company began producing magic lanterns like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Just for a moment, imagine what that must have been like. Sitting in a darkened tent, suddenly, the white backdrop is revealed and illuminated with a single image. Then, when seen in the right light, the right order, and at the right speed, that image came to life to create a magical new world. Has been making movies on this very location for over 100 years. During that time, we've turned out some of the most memorable film moments in the history of Hollywood.
Hold on to your butts.
Hi everybody! From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has remained the same. That's to make the audience believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects, and those are done on set, right in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects? Models. Check out the opening from Universal's 1933 version of The Mummy. It utilizes miniature effects. You can tell that's a scale model because if you look at the real pyramids, they don't say The Mummy. In 1999, Universal rebooted the Mummy franchise, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie is this actual model right here. And the attention to detail is incredible. The scaffolding, in just a moment, these hieroglyphics. Chris would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right?
Absolutely. Another filmmaking technique that fools the camera is the glass matte. For the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look. This literal bird's eye view of the town, the parking lot, the fire are real. Everything else was hand-painted onto a single sheet of glass. Create a glass mat that was then placed in front of the lens while they were filming. Later, footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you two forms of practical effects so far. First models, and now the glass mat.
But there's another category of practical effect that involves performers, not just props. Practical stunts!
Did somebody say stunts?
Please welcome our amazing special effects show, Stunt Department!
Yeah! That was awesome, man! Mike comes flying down on this side. You got Brian zipping in over here. How come you and I don't get an awesome entrance like these guys?
Because we're wearing nice pants. You may not recognize their faces, but I guarantee you have seen their work in countless television and film productions, oftentimes doubling for some of your favorite celebrities. Let me give you a quick introduction over here. We have Fernando J. Huerto. This is Brian Combs and our stunt coordinator, Mr. Michael DeCamp. Good to see you guys. Mike, absolutely. That's the directions like that. Mike, buddy, is it true stunt performers almost always double for actors when it comes to stunts?
Absolutely. Most actors do not like to get kicked in the face.
Wait a minute. Kicked in the face.
Like so.
Oh! Is he okay? Wow. When it comes to staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. The moves need to be realistic enough to fool the camera without injuring anyone. Then, it's up to the stunt performers to make them look believable. Let me set the scene. Exterior, a dark alley, dead of night. Two nefarious characters lurk about. Ready and action. Not me, him.
Hey, pal, you got a dollar?
Come on! Come on!
Hey! You get back here!
Not the type of thing anyone out there should try on their own.
That is correct, Chris.
All right, see you guys a little bit later. Good job, stunt team. You know the sound effects that were added to that scene? The dynamic punches, the dumpster hits? There's actually a term for adding sound effects to movies.
That's right, Chris, so we call that Foley. Now, you might know Foley is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming. But do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats, a silent movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10 right here on the Universal lot. And if he couldn't recreate a sound effect in that soundstage, he just went out and got it live. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one single take. The synchronization with the movements of that film had to be perfect because one mistake meant they started over from the beginning. Here to help show us that art of Foley, give it up for our first volunteers!
From New York, say hello to the Eshkenhemi family.
Yeah!
Eshkenhemi, close?
Well, it was a combination
Yeah.
of both names, so nicely done, Chris. I love it. Well, welcome, gang. Thank you so much for helping us out today. They're going to help demonstrate how the simple items on this table can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you might think. For example, in Foley, a water bottle could be used to articulate the sounds of breaking bones. Something like this. Check it out. You kids can try that at home. Parents love it. All right, let's see what they have to Foley. It's from the movie Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. Now, while you watch, keep one eye on the scene itself, but make sure you look right next to it at the Universal Foley artists hard at work. Check it out.
Now, I have a plan.
Like that? Like that? How about that? Like it, girl?
See? Just like that. Piece of cake, right? Yeah, you got this, Ezra. Quick recap of the sound effects so everyone's caught up to speed. Ezra has the crash box here at the end filled with loud items. When he spins this, it's going to simulate the crash sounds into the bookshelf and over the chair. Perfect. Eddie, you got shoes glued to sticks for any of the running in the scene there. Eddie, too, you got rolled up paper wrapped tightly in tape and a cutting board for the body falls onto the ground. Perfect. Eshka, you got boxing gloves on sticks for the throat punch and the face smacks there. And last but not least, Rachel, the cowbell and the mallet for that panini hit to the back of the head. And this is where I think you have the hardest one up here because you need to make these two pair of handcuffs sound like only one pair of handcuffs. Can you handle the most difficult one? Yeah, of course. You're a mom of 3 boys. You got this. Okay, cool. You guys look ready. You want to give it a shot? I love it. You're ready. I know my booth is ready. Let's have Family Foley take one. Quiet on the set. Rolling. Sound speeding and action. Cut! Give him a round of applause! That was awesome! Right follow me. Now comes our favorite part. We're going to take the actual dialogue and music from the scene and now lay over their Foley track we just recorded live. And I'll see if I need to grab you all some applications. So let's line up right here. Turn around, everybody. Check out these side screens.
Get over here and give me your wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Oh! You like that? You like that? Like it, girl? Sandy? Sandy, my girl. Ow!
Brennan, that was perfect. Take a bow, you guys. Nicely done.
Identity Thief, wonderful Universal comedy. Over the decades, the studio has made memorable films in every genre, but we really left our mark with some of the scariest thriller and horror films. Check it out. From the shadows behind me are maquettes of some of Universal's most famous monsters from our classic monster family. Let's take a look. We have Chucky and his bride, Dracula, Michael Myers over there, Imhotep the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mother Bates. The perfect setting to demonstrate a horror effect.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Astrid. Say hi, Astrid.
Hi, Astrid! Astrid was selected because she's a very distinctive scream. Haven't heard her. I mean, Astrid, you just checked into the Bates Motel. You're shampooing your hair, the shower curtain flies open, there's Norman Bates. How would you scream? Nice.
Yeah.
You've never been murdered before, have you?
Like a...
Twice. Oh, well, it's all about the change.
Like a
All
scared
right,
muppet.
we saw that fight scene. Stunt performers have a very high tolerance for pain. Astrid, the question is, do you?
Well, Astrid, do you?
It's getting louder.
Okay,
I love it.
Here we go.
This next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood in Psycho? Yell it out if you know.
Corn syrup.
Not ketchup, but yes.
Corn syrup.
Chocolate syrup. Corn syrup, yeah.
Nicely
chocolate
done. See, Psycho was a black and white movie, so they could use chocolate syrup back then. But nowadays, movie blood does have to be much more realistic.
Astrid, thank you for lending us a hand.
Literally! Now remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Yep.
Hold still. It's going to hurt. Here we go. Ready and...
Wait. Let's not use the machete.
You're right. We're not going to chop off her arm with a machete. Check out the side screens. We're going to chop off her arm with this knife because it's much, much sharper.
Perfect.
It's okay. You're young. It'll grow right back. I promise.
Science.
Okay. Count three. Ready to scream. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Scream! It's a Hollywood blood knife. It is completely fake. But the acting was very, very real, especially the giggling at the end. That's my favorite part. Check out the side screens. I'll show you how this works. It's a false blade. There is a notch cut out for her arm. And on the back, that is a bowl full of movie blood. Squeeze it, makes a huge mess. It goes everywhere, but that's okay. Because Ryan has to clean it all up.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, but fortunately for all of us, we had an amazing volunteer. Round of applause for Astrid. You killed it, love. Way to go. Nicely done. Oh, no. He's going to help you. You were great. I got blood on my nice pants. I got to change.
Big trouble. Step over here, maybe you would, do you bring a camera with you? Open that up to your camera app. We're going to let you take a picture with some of Universal's most famous monsters. So bring you right over here. Stand right here for me, face forward. Make sure you have light on your face. That's the most important thing. Excellent. All right, here's what I want from you. Hands in the air, like you're in a scary movie. On the count of 3, my last big, huge Hollywood scream. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, scream! Bad Michael Myers. Go home, Michael. Go home. Photobombing is so rude, isn't it? Oh, Astrid, you should have seen the look on your face. Wait a minute, there it is. Okay, you're giggling. What a surprise. We kind of went from a horror film to a romantic comedy. How did that happen? I would go see that movie. Here's your phone back. Give her a huge round of applause. Great job, Astrid. Bad Michael Myers. No, that is why he has no friends. Okay. See a lot of great practical effects. We're going to switch gears, take a look at some very cool visual effects. Any special effect that's created using a computer. To help me demonstrate motion capture, or mocap, please welcome back my co-host, Ryan!
I look like Lady Gaga.
A Star is Born. You ready to do this? Okay. No,
Yeah, let's hurry up.
All right, let's bring up our perimeter sensors. The markers on Ryan's suit reflect light back to these perimeter sensors, where their movement will be, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Their movement will be captured using our computer. Can we see our capture on the screens, please? Excellent. Dots on the suit have been translated into this digital skeleton. That's what the computer's gonna read. All right, let's get started. Arms out to the side. We always start with the T-pose to signal the beginning of a take. And we're editors. Ryan, what are you doing?
Sorry. I don't think this is my suit, dude.
From now on, I bet it is.
Okay.
Finger to your nose, twice both sides. This is how we calibrate the system. Make sure there's a connection between suit, sensor, and computer. That looks great. If you're done, arms down. Very constant movements. I want like jumping jacks, jog in place, stuff like that, okay? Using Ryan's captured movements, animators manipulate the digital skeleton. Play with the aspect ratio. Apply a wireframe. Finish it off with digital skins. They can turn Ryan, well, they can turn him into whatever they want. Today, buddy, they turn you into a lovable, huggable teddy bear.
Aww.
I'm a bear.
No, you're not just teddy bear. You are Ted from Universal's Ted!
Oh, sweet!
What, Dan? You got music, Aaron? What you got?
I got this.
Love it. Channel your inner Ted. Really bring the character to life.
All right, bud, I got more. Get ready. Oh, yeah. Tell you what, here's a little present for the lady!
Yo! Oh, brother. Okay, Ted, buddy. You're a big Hollywood movie star. What do you think of our show so far, huh?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind the scenes thing that you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddies, Ted?
Thunder Buddies for life.
You made a Thunder Buddy. That's Ted. That is Ryan. Give him both a huge round of applause. Fun fact, Seth MacFarlane had a modified mocap suit built by Phil Tippett Studios so he could act and direct at the same time. Let's take a look at the genius behind Ted in action.
We were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way and to use technology in a way that it really hasn't been used to date. What that technology does so well is it takes fantastical characters and makes them as realistic in movement as possible.
Funny stuff, but as far as technology has come with visual effects and CGI, some things still look better when they're real, like fire. Let's take a look at some fire stunts from Universal Films. One of the most exciting yet most dangerous aspects of filmmaking, without a doubt, is a fire stunt. We're going to bring our top-notch stunt department back out here to show you guys how they execute a live fire burn. Here they come. The man in the middle, that is Brian Combs. He is the stunt performer who is about to be set on fire. He is joined by Fernando J. Huerto and our stunt coordinator, Michael DeCamp, who will be acting as his safeties. You see Brian's applied something to his face. It's not the latest Hollywood beauty cream. It's a protective fire gel, and he applies it to all of his exposed skin. You know what it's like to miss a spot with sunblock? Well, imagine what it's like to miss a spot when you're on fire. Not good. Safeties are standing by the fire extinguishers.
Excuse me, we're gonna fuel.
Go right ahead.
Jay, you ready?
Upon completion of the burn, Brian will move down to this fire blanket where he will be extinguished. At this point, we're looking for a thumbs up that he is okay. Thumbs down is a sign to get our medical team involved. It's also an excellent time for me to point out that these are trained stunt professionals. Using specialized equipment, this is not the type of thing anyone should ever think about trying on their own. Hoping Brian can burn for about 8 to 10 seconds today. That's our goal for this shot. I think we're ready to go. Let's take our lights down and set our clock to 0. At this time, I do need to ask that everybody please remain seated for the duration of this stunt. Stunt team, whenever you're ready.
Jay, you ready? Brian, you ready to burn?
Ready. Ready, and action.
Lighting, you're lit!
Give it up for Brian Combs! Anybody's wondering if that's real fire? Ask the folks down front. It got a little warm, didn't it? How are we going to top that? How about this? Let's create a scene that is truly out of this world. And we'll do it with our final 2 volunteers right this way, you two. All the way from San Diego. Yeah, please give it up for Minnie and Michael. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll let you guys go. One on this side, one on this side. Welcome, welcome. Michael, buddy, I got some bad news. We're not going to light you on fire. I'm sorry we did that already, but you were dressed as an astronaut because you're going to outer space. So head right that way with Michael. He'll get you ready to go. You come with me, Minnie. Have you stay right there for me. Because if I got a surprise for you, this is our Fisher flying rig. It's a highly sophisticated, computer-controlled cable system that we use to create the illusion of flight. Very high-tech, very expensive. You are going to be in control of this. But don't worry, there's an app for that. On our iPad, we have the remote control to the Fisher flying rig. You are going to set your boyfriend's height using that green bar right there. Once he's in the air, you'll control him with this pink grid. Wherever you move your finger is where he is going to go. She has a big smile on her face. Yeah. How long have the two of you been dating? A month? That is a long time in Hollywood. Congratulations. It's longer than most marriages here. Go ahead, slide your hand through there. Don't touch anything. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, we got Michael on the launch pad, ready to go. You, my friend, are about to blast off into outer space. Do you have any final words for your girlfriend of 1 month, Minomi, before you go? He says he loves you very much. That's what he said. What? Oh, he also said that you guys should go shoe shopping in Beverly Hills tomorrow. You're gonna buy her shoe. He says money is no object. You get what you want. She has the remote, think. We also need outer space. We're gonna rear project the backplate of the space station onto the screen behind him. That looks fantastic. He is not paying attention. Michael, over here, buddy. Hi. That's your spaceship. You'll be there soon. All right. We're ready to go, so take the green, move it halfway up, nice and quick. Perfect. Turn this way to see a little better. I turn them on here. Just a little. Looking very good up there. Michael, you look good, buddy, but do me a favor. Don't touch the wires, okay? You should, well. That's not what an astronaut looks like. Let's get those feet down, shoulders back. Nope. Push your feet down, shoulders back, chin up, chin up. There it is. He looks very natural. We're good to go, so take the pink, move it right up that way. A little more. All right, there's good. Wave to the planets, Captain. All right, let's go for take 2. I know he can do this. Hang on. All right, I got you this time. Feet down, shoulders back. Hey, don't push me. Just strong. Show me strong. All right, we're good to go. Move them around a little, have some fun, okay? Not too fast. Oh, no, that's too high. Can you bring him down? Straight down? Are you mad at your boyfriend? What are you doing? Hang on, hang on. Okay. We're going to bring you down this way. Look for my hand, Michael. You're coming down. There you go. No. There it is. There it is. Oh, I love you too, bro. He is smiling. That's a very good sign. You're done. You're gonna unhook you. No! If you want to break up with him, just say so. Don't do this. Let me have this. Okay, hang on. You're coming down. Remember. Remember, feet down, shoulders back. Push them back hard as you can. Oh, your boyfriend is a show-off. Come over here. Right over here. Let me go get him for you. Sorry. Dude, your girlfriend just tried to kill you. Go give her a hug. You did a good job. You're all done. There you go. As we said before, the idea behind special effects is to make the audience believe what they see is real.
Hi. Give it up for my partner, Michael!
Keep it going for all of our great volunteers. We'll see you at the movies and enjoy the rest of your day. Here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. So long, everybody.